welcome back to the Tamas vlog. To start off with the vlog itself, let's go back to yesterday's night where I was editing my video.
Guys, look at this huge timeline that I've created for this video. I had to separately type all of these text and align in a vertical order such that it fits the whole video itself. Quick update, I just had to give up. I hate to say it, but still I had to do it because my laptop over here, it is somewhere over here, it is not supporting all of these texts and I just can't edit. I tried my best though. Yeah, that's all that matters. Here we go. We am gonna delete this. Ta-da! Sad to say it, but still it is what it is, man.
This whole thing brings us to the topic itself. A lot of people ask me when I started the vlog, what is the reason that you wanted to be a vlogger or YouTuber? First of all, before I even start, being a vlogger is really great. Believe me when I say it, it's really intuitive and moreover you get the freedom to do anything, whatever you want, anytime you want, and wherever you want to do the vlog itself. This whole being a YouTuber and vlogger is more of a creative job. I have gone to a point where I started researching books that increases my creativity. Apparently I didn't get one, don't worry, but this is a job that tests your creativity skills that you have on how differently can you show something or say something to the audience itself. But then all of the creativity and all of the freedom that you get from this job comes with a responsibility. That is, you are responsible for your own brand. It is your, or in my case it is my responsibility to make it more creative or to challenge myself to make good vlogs. You are more of your own boss and you get to schedule your meetings or timings and decide whatever you want to do for the vlog or for the content you're making. No one gets to question you, no one gets to answer you. You don't have to go attend meetings, you don't have to go outside, you don't have to formally dress up, or you don't have to create an attitude in order to please your boss to get more pay for what you're doing. There's no mess and there's no stress. It's all you, it's only you, it's just you. People go to job to earn some money. I crave for that freedom more than I crave for the money that I'm getting from it. I already consider myself as successful because let me give a regular day of Tamadarshan. I wake up in the morning, I drink coffee, I plan for the day, I plan my vlog, I meditate for some time, I go work out, I come back, I read a book, I shoot a vlog, I edit a vlog. Every decision that I make in a day has only been decided by me and made by me. I ain't gonna lie, I really crave for that freedom at whatever I'm doing. This more of acts like a business. YouTube more of works with respect to the law of compound interest. If you really know how compound interest works, I mean, you get results gradually or linearly as time passes by. You don't immediately get anything or get rewarded for the work you put in, and the output or the reward that you get is very much less to the input you're giving at the start of being a YouTuber or start of a business itself. If you're asking me if that is the only trade-off of being a YouTuber or vlogger,
no! God, please, no! No!
some of them which I have experienced is that you get a lot of criticism and negativity because you're dealing with internet. Everyone is anonymous and everyone gets to tell anything, whatever they want. Especially if you get some criticism from friends, they talk as if they have been vlogging for 100 years. That'll be rough sometimes because you have to what they say. I follow this rule. I don't follow or take any advice from anyone, including my friends, who is not intelligent enough to give me an advice or judgment on my vlog itself, because I know what's best for my vlog. The perspective that I have in making a vlog is I will eventually attract all the viewers liking my vlog instead of making likable vlogs for my audience that I already have. You know what I mean? This is one of the biggest trade-offs of being a YouTuber or vlogger. That is, it's really hard to vlog in public, especially in India, where everyone sees you as if you're holding a gun in your hand. I ain't gonna lie, I mean, I got caught for vlogging in the public for at least 10 or 12 times or so. It's really hard to vlog in public. So the thing that I'm trying to say is there's a lot of trade-offs of being a YouTuber or vlogger, but that doesn't matter to me a lot. Successful YouTubers and vloggers are overrated. I mean, including me.